Lil Baby is an artist who's been having a rough 2024 with people not really cutting him a break. He recently dropped a new snippet, and there's been some mixed conversations about it. Before we dive into Lil Baby, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So Lil Baby came up in 2018, 2017 type era, and he blew up with Yes Indeed featuring Drake. He was already buzzing around the scene, around the Atlanta scene at the time. He wasn't huge, but he was still buzzing around the area, and he really made a name for himself once he got that Drake feature, and people were really excited for Baby as he was like a breath of fresh air. He was something different, a new type of flow, a new type of sound, uh, something that would later come to be like, that signature Atlanta sound. But people were excited. People were seeing Lil Baby as like the next hit maker, the next. At one point, he was in the conversation as being the next Drake. Just everything he dropped was on fire. Like everything from Yes Indeed to Wants and Needs to even some other loosely singles that he dropped on before he dropped that last album he had. I can't remember that album name. It's not that important. This sort of foreshadows what we're gonna get into later. But recently, Lil Baby has sort of seemed a little unmotivated and really hasn't been making music the same anymore. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. The music has been sounding the same. It's very much so been sounding the same. But it doesn't sound like he's really too motivated anymore, and it doesn't sound like he's really trying to grow as an artist. If you listen to any Lil Baby track from 2023 and on, and you mix it in with some 2018, 2019 Lil Baby, you're not going to be able to tell the difference if you were to present it to somebody who's never heard all these Lil Baby songs before, who it's going to be hard to tell the difference of when they were made. They all sound pretty similar, and that's one of the biggest problems when it comes to a music artist, is that you have to be constantly growing and evolving as an artist. And not to say that you have to like completely switch up your sound and be like a new person when you come back, but you at least have to have like something new to bring to the table, and something that's different that'll excite the fans. And that's something that Lil Baby just hasn't really had. He's a lot of the standard flow, a lot of the same like rhyme schemes, the same topic of discussion, the same songs. And he did surprise everybody when he dropped, what's that one Lil Baby song? Hold on, I'm drawing a blank. The Bigger Picture. When Lil Baby dropped The Bigger Picture, that was sort of like coming out of left field. People never really expected that type of discussion from Lil Baby, and being able to get more into like the introspective type conversations. But it's good that he did, because it really did help boost him. And honestly, not really boost him, I would say it sort of prolonged the conversation that's being had now about Lil Baby a little longer with that track. And nowadays it doesn't sound like he's really trying. Honestly, it sounds like he's sort of just getting in the booth and rapping what he's used to, working with the same producers. And just Lil Baby has a sound that he's comfortable sticking to. He definitely has a sound of beats that he's more comfortable with, and that he probably picks because they sound familiar and it's something that he's used to flowing on. But if Lil Baby really wants to get ahead as an artist, he needs to change, and he needs to just do something different. I think that Lil Baby's best odds at sort of stopping the Lil Baby fell off conversation and the every song sounds the same conversation. Which, speaking of, have you guys seen any of those tweets where Lil Baby posted a snippet a few days ago and everybody was like, you don't even need to open this video, you know exactly what it sounds like already? Bro, that had me dying. I thought that was hilarious. But anyway, regardless of that, I think that if Lil Baby really wants an odd to sort of turn things, if he really wants a chance to sort of I can't talk today, turn things around, he's gonna need to just consistently get back to dropping something different every time, and sort of switching up the flow, working with different types of artists. Even artists that aren't necessarily in the rap space. Not saying, just to go make a pop record with a pop star or anything crazy like that, but make a record with like a Tyla, or make a record with like a Landon Cube, or, somebody that has like that melodic type sound, but can also take you out of the rap space and sort of even a country feature might boost Lil Baby. Lil Baby, country Lil Baby coming out. Yeah, that'll get the people talking for sure. And it'll definitely get the conversation away from, Lil Baby sounds the same in every track. And the crazy thing is, Lil Baby doesn't even have to fully switch up his sound. He just needs to do this for like one or two tracks that really hit and really, get the people not even hit, just a song with a big budget behind it that is completely out of left field and completely different from Lil Baby's normal taste and normal sound, because it'll get the people back to, oh shit, Lil Baby just dropped something completely different, completely out of left field. Like, our GOAT is back. Whatever. Like, I know academics will be going crazy. He's a fan of Lil Baby, even though he doesn't, he likes to sort of drag Lil Baby, whatever. But I think that that's his best odds of, getting back on, and he can go back to, doing his regular comfortable sound on the next project when it drops. Just have the lead single be something, sort of out of left field and a little different. And I can't lie, Lil Baby has tried some things, especially, I don't know if you guys heard that song he did on Space Jam 2. He was like singing a little more on it, and honestly it didn't sound good because I don't really enjoy Lil Baby singing. He's more just a rapper for me. But if he can figure out, I'm not an artist, so I can't really dive into what exactly an artist needs to do in order to switch up their sound, or what they can do better with their vocals or their flow, or what type of beats they choose. But Lil Baby should be able to experiment and work with different producers and just try some different things. And he's really just got to get out of his comfort zone. There's still a lot of hope. His last album sold, over 200,000 copies first week. And he's still a very highly talked about rapper. There's by no means is Lil Baby falling off yet. And by no means is he going to fall off anytime soon. His next album is probably still going to sell over 100K. But this next album is crucial for him, because if he doesn't lead the rollout with something different, or something that shows that he's growing as an artist, it's gonna fall flat on his face, and people won't even listen to it. That's just like the mob mentality that rap fans have. They're not even gonna listen to it. They're just gonna be like, oh, I know what it sounds like. It's Lil Baby. Everybody knows what it sounds like. So unless he has that one smash hit, people aren't gonna tune into it and just be like, oh, it's just another Lil Baby project that sounds the same. And once you build that narrative and solidify that around you, it's wrapped for your career, because nobody's gonna take anything else you drop from there on out seriously. And the next project you drop is going to be like, nobody's going to tune into it, and you're just going to see your sales dwindle every drop after that. And we've seen that with numerous artists, and Lil Baby is definitely one that we might see that with if he doesn't switch things up. But what do you guys think? Do you like Lil Baby's music? Have you listened to any of his recent music? What's your favorite song by Lil Baby? Personally, mine is Not Finished. I don't know if you guys know that song, but it's one of my favorites. I love that song. I can listen to it at any point. But do you think Lil Baby's going to fall off? And what do you think he needs to do to really get himself back on? Or not back on, but you know what I mean, like back in the good graces of the public eye. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Remember to like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.